I call this Town of Adams Board of Selectmen's meeting to order, Wednesday, April 2nd, 2025. This meeting is being recorded. The Board of Selectmen meetings are recorded and televised live on Northern Berkshire Community Television, channel 1303. If anyone who would like to videotape this meeting, please tell the chair. You can do it, but the chair needs to be informed. Any parent who wants to take a video picture, don't worry about it. That's okay. I'm going to be taking one too, but is the Berkshires here? Or? Okay, so I think we're good there. All right, got to take care of all that stuff first. All right, next is could everyone please stand and join the board in reciting the Pledge of Allegiance?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. All right, the first item on the agenda, usually the same as public comment. Anyone in the audience who would like to address the Board of Selectmen this evening? Just address the Board of Selectmen. Anything they would like to talk about? Well, we'll start with... And then we'll go back. We have somebody in the back. Please state your name. For the record.
Good night, good evening. For the Prudential Committee, I'm the chairman of the Prudential Committee. I'm here for the Adams Fire District. We should let you know that the Adams Fire District is going to have an informational meeting Tuesday, April 15, 2025 at 6 p.m. at the Fire District building. It's to inform the members of the Adams Fire District for following for their annual election meeting, which is on May 13, 2025. Clerk Treasurer, I should say, Chief Engineer and Assistant Engineers. Should they continue to be elected, or should they become appointed positions by the Prudential Committee? Item number one. Item number two, should the Chief Engineer become a full-time position, paid position? And the third thing is the Adams Fire District building itself at 3 Columbia Street. After 65 years, it's no longer meets the needs of the Adams Fire Department. So all items will be on the meeting, informational meeting, as I said, which is April 15th. People can come. We'll have information, we'll have discussion about them three items, and then they'll be hopefully well informed. So when we have our election and our meeting on May 13th, we'll be all set.
Okay, the third item you indicated was the building itself. So you have an engineering study done on that building for?
We're just
it's the weight for the vehicles itself.
The vehicles, and there's some other issues. Actually, the fire department, one of the members is here tonight. He will have a presentation at that meeting.
All right.
Yeah, I just have
Chair. Just 1 second. Go ahead.
Can you just tell us the hours of the election? You said the meeting is at 6 p.m. on the April 15th, but the election, what are the hours?
The election is noon to 6.
Noon to 6.
And then the union meeting starts an hour later at 7.
Joe?
Yes, I noticed that you're putting new roofing on the building.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it's they're going to start as soon as we have a break.
I noticed there was there, but if you're asking for a new, that it is inadequate, why would you be spending that money?
Because if we're going to get a new building, it's not going to happen overnight. It's going to take a few years.
I agree with that.
We need a building committee, do research where it's going to go, what kind of building it's going to be. You know, it's going to take a few years.
Right.
It's not going to happen overnight.
Thank you.
And right now we're doing the work to keep it, habitable. We got a new fire truck that's going to show up shortly. So.
All right. Thank you.
Okay.
Anyone else who would like to address the Board of Selectmen this evening? Yes, please state your name for the record when you arrive at the microphone.
Hello, my name is Kathy Foley, and I would like to speak to something later on the agenda. If it pleases the chair, it's either way to me. Mine is of a more serious nature, and I would be very happy to speak after we have a chance to recognize the Lady Kings for their achievement, if you would prefer to do it that way.
I appreciate that. It'd be best if we talk during the agenda item.
You got it. Oh, during the agenda item it comes up for it?
You have one of these agenda items you want to speak to?
Mm-hmm.
I'll let you speak at that time.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Anyone else who would like to address the Board of Selectmen from the public? All right. Hearing none, new business, recognition and honoring of Hoosick Valley Girls 2025 Division 5 State Championship Team. I'm going to hand this over to member Joe Novak, who has been in front of this get-together. Joe?
Yep, thank you very much. I'd like to say that this is all about the girls tonight. We're going to have our chance to say a few words, but this is for these Lady Canes who have really shown what grit really is. And I've known these kids for such a long time, and I've seen them grow, and I've seen them mature, and these kids aren't just good athletes. They're talented in the classroom, they're well-versed, and they partake in a lot of activities within the school. And as a community, we should be very proud of them. And what I'm going to do is, first, I'm going to call out the names alphabetically, and I would like them to just stand and then sit down so people can look at a name and then the face. So I apologize because I've been told that I made a couple mistakes. And for Hannah Lord, there should be an H at the end. Hannah, I apologize. And athletic director Jeff Polari, who's here, I spell his name wrong. Okay. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just call off the names, and I would just like you to stand. First of all, Coach John Frederick. We're gonna have time for. I told the captains that they got to say a little something. You know, they got to get used to that kind of thing. And assistant coaches is Kaylin Frederick. Yes, please stand. And in her own right, she was a very good basketball player, and there's no doubt about it. And the other assistant is Trish Carlo, who is also coach of the JV team, so she'll be nurturing the students who are hiding over there in the near future to keep this thing going. So now I'm going to just call your names, and could you just please stand? Maren Capiello, captain, senior. Ashlyn Lejour, captain, senior. Emma Meswar, captain, senior. And now alphabetically, Isabella Close, sophomore. Genevieve Legess, freshman. Hannah Lord, with an H at the end, is a junior. Alana Luciano, junior. Reagan Shea, sophomore. Izzy Tart, junior. Sophia Wilson, freshman. And Gianna Whittick, 8th grade. So there's a look at our great team. And, you know, it warms my heart that we can share something that's kind of fuzzy and happy, because a lot of times in this business, we're always talking about things that might have some, you know, back and forth amongst members, but this is nice where we can just sit here, relax, and honor people in our community, because you make our community. And what I'd like to do now, is ask our fellow selectmen. I'll lead off with Chairman John Duval to just say something. We'll hold off on those right now. Well, this is shooting from the hip.
Everyone was smiling. We do have a large following for our meetings on television. This is These meetings are shown in the entire town of Adams, Cheshire, and North Adams this evening, and I think that's it, right? And Clarksburg. Can't forget Clarksburg. So this is a big deal this evening. A few words is always very proud of our high school program, the sports for all of our teams. I just think back 44 years now when I was in a similar situation when our football team won the championship, got as far as we could. And every time that I meet with my fellow teammates since then, that's pretty much all we talk about is our championship team. And we feel pretty proud about that. And it really was our glory days back then. So we are tied for life. I'm speaking for myself, and this will happen to you, that myself and my friends that played on that team, we're tied for life. Every time we see each other, best of friends, that's when we talk about the team. And I hope the same thing happens for you. So congratulations. Make us very proud in the town of Adams. Thank you.
Ladies, just a simple congratulations to all of you, and continued success as you go through your journey as student athletes, whether it's still at Hoosick Valley or for the seniors. As I heard you announced, if you go on to play in college, I wish you all of the best. But I do want you to take a moment and just take a look around and look at the support that you all have. It has been shown up, your parents have shown up to all of your games, your practices, family, friends. You have, teachers at the school, and you have some municipal officials who've been cheering you on. So just make sure that you keep in mind all of that support, and hopefully that fuels you going forward. But congratulations to all of you.
I would like to congratulate you on your second win. I believe you won last year also. And let you know that I do not have anyone that plays sports anymore. My boys are grown, and football's my game, so. But I'll let you know. I don't recognize anybody because you didn't play your numbers. Didn't catch your numbers. But I'm very proud to say I studied my husband and I, my brother and his wife, we were up watching their games. We went to Springfield. Unfortunately, I couldn't make Laurel, but I watched it at home on the computer. So you guys were awesome. We're very proud of you as a town. Congratulations and best wishes.
I'll just quickly say that I'm a big jelly. Being around them just, I don't know, makes my day. We're just great kids, and that's all I'd like to say. And as was mentioned, I wish you the best into the future, and we're just beginning this ceremony, and so there's a lot more to come. So to move on, what I'd like to do now is have some citations and proclamations. If Kaylee Pavlo could come forward. Kaylee is the aide for Representative John Barrett, who's been a friend of ours in Adams and has helped us along in many different ways. And Kelly is very, very shy. Yeah. So each individual player is going to be getting a citation, and when I call your name, could you stand up and receive it? Maren Capiello. Ashlyn Lejour. Emma Menzler. Isabella Close. Genevieve Legess. Hannah Lord with an H. Alana Luciano. Reagan Shea, Lizzie Hart, Sophie Wilson, and last but not least, Jana Widick. One thing I would also like to say is that Sophie Wilson is from Cheshire. So, look at that. You're one little pea in a big pod there. And next, we have citations from the town of Adams, and I would ask our chairman to read that. And following that, we have also proclamation from our state senator, Paul Mark, who also is a good friend to the people of Adams, and he does a very good job, and we're lucky to have the people that we have working with us. Yeah. Could you maybe go in the mic, if you could stand and turn the mic toward the kids, please? Well, no, could you turn it so that you're facing, yeah, because we did it for Tom Satko. There you go. Sing a song.
All right, thank you, Joe. This is the official citation, being known that the town of Adams Select Board congratulates the Hoosier Valley Girls Basketball Team in recognition of the outstanding season of Lady Kings basketball. The Hurricanes secured the Division V state championship with a hard-fought victory over an undefeated team. Our community is proud of your achievements. The Town of Adams Select Board, this is signed by John Duval, the chair, Christine Hoyt, the vice chair, Ann Bartlett, Richard Blanchard, and Joseph Nowak. Congratulations, I'll hand this to your coach.
Yes. And could you read one for Paul? John, could you read one for Paul? Go right back there. Go right back there, you got that.
You left him right there.
He's directing you today.
There you go. All right. This is from, as Member Novak has indicated, from the Massachusetts Senate. It is a citation, the Commonwealth of Massachusetts State Senate official citation. Be it known that the Massachusetts Senate hereby extends its congratulations to Hoosier Valley Girls Basketball Team in recognition of the Lady Kings basketball team's great achievement and effort in securing the Division V state championship. And be it further known that the Massachusetts Senate extends its best wishes for continued success. That the citation be duly signed by the President of the Senate and attested to and a copy thereof transmitted by the Clerk of the Senate, and this is signed by the President of the Senate, Karen Spilka, and other dignitaries. Congratulations, I will provide this to your coach.
And I'd like to say that I reached out to our congressman, who is Richard Neal. Richard's wife recently passed away, and he is going to send something forward in the near future, and he's going to go on the House floor and speak about this group of ladies. So you'll be on the record in the House of Representatives. So he passed on his apologies that he could not make it. Next, we have some people in the room that I see is Colleen Bird here. Oh, there you are. Would you like to say a few words? We'd like you to.
Congratulations. You guys did a great job. I've enjoyed watching you all season. I can't wait to see everyone who's growing up, and the juniors and the sophomores, everyone coming up in the coming years. It's going to be great again. And I'll be there with my family, watching all the games and supporting you like I have for years and years and years. So congratulations.
athletic director, would you like to say a few words? Jeff Polari, and I spelled his name wrong. I apologize. We gotta put that mic up
A
there.
little bit higher, a little bit higher. I'm sure a lot of you right now don't even really grasp how successful you've been. Back-to-back state championships don't happen very often across any division, across any sport. These folks have already said it tonight. You guys handled yourself with class, with dignity. Hard work really pays off on the year that you lost so many impactful players to come back and do it again. As a credit to yourself, to your families, to your coaches. You should all be proud. The support structure that you have is evident again here tonight. I've enjoyed watching. It's the best part of my job, getting to watch you all play. I'm looking forward to next year already. But cherish what you have. You have something very special. So really enjoy that as you go through the rest of your year. Congratulations.
And we were just told that we have some people at the back there. How about coming forward and just give your names? These are upcoming JVs. Come on, come on. Let's go. You don't have to if you don't want to. Okay, all right, here we go. Here we go. Just go to the mic and mention your name and what grade you're in. There we go.
Ava Jagalo in 7th.
Okay.
Kendra Moran in 7th.
That's silly. That's what I like.
Kay Morris in 8th.
Yeah.
James Sobieski in 8th. Peyton Cole in 7th. Tessa Sire in 7th.
All right. You're the future. And to continue the program now, I'm going to have the team members come up. I'm going to take the banner, lay it on the table, and I would like them to come up and sign it. And also the basketball, I would suggest that I'm going to do it in pairs. I'm going to let the 3 captains go first and help one another holding the ball while you're signing it. And I think black would be the best for signing that, and red on the banner. So let me take the banner off and set it on the table, and we'll get the ball rolling. So,
Joe, do you need help?
I need help my whole life. No, it's just on with a little bit of tape. And then just you have to grab it out it. Okay, and just lay it over here. Lay it down, there we go. And yeah, and the ball also. So, okay. And so let's start with our 3 captains. Could you please come forward and write on the banner anything that you would like? And so start, well, yeah, I guess so. And then, Emma will write whatever she wants, I know. It's all the group she has. And this banner will be displayed in the town hall for a week, and along with the ball, and I'm going to ask if Cheshire Selectmen would like to have it in their town hall for a week. So. Okay, and then please sign the ball, and then we'll continue on.
Holding it firm.
Okay. And next to follow, I'm going to go with 2 individuals each time now, because we got an even number that will put us right where we need to be. So I'd like Isabella Close and Genevieve LaFave, with Jess. Darn. I think I know her. It's okay. I know. I'm okay. I'm okay with it. Get used to signing your autographs. Okay, could I have Hannah and Alana? Luciano. Right. I just found out Mari's your brother. They're a handful. I like those silly giggles. I like those. Okay, Reagan Shea and Izzy Tart.
Bless you.
Okay, last but not least, Cheshire's own Sophie Wilson and Gianna Woodek.
That's for you, Coach. Coach, you right in the middle.
And then following these two young ladies, I'd like to have the coaches come up and please sign. Let's go out here after, like, you're still a teenager. I'd like to say while they're finishing, for your parents and guardians, you should be awful proud of your children. Okay, coaches, please. Okay, there's more red ones. I got a lot of them because I knew that could happen. I know, right? Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, slow learner, but prepared. Get ready, senior captains. I mean, you're next to go up and talk a little bit about your time at Hoosick Valley and what your future plans may be. Come on. That's right. You're first on the list as soon as you're under the gun. We want to hear from you. Should be proud of your accomplishments and how you are outstanding students and what I'll do now is you can put the ball here and I'm gonna just take this and the Sharpie that you can put on it. Oh, I'm sorry. Sure. I know. Look at that signature. Woo! I know. And, I'd also like to say, I just noticed, I see a member of the school committee, Robert Tetlow, would you like to say something?
Thank you.
No, I'm fine, thank you. All right, ladies, I'd like to introduce to you the three captains. They're going to come up and talk a little bit about their time at Hoosick Valley and their friendships they made and what they plan to do in the future. So I still don't know what I want to do in the future, so just wing it. So I'll put this in the back because we've got some things that we're going to be putting out for you for gifts and things. Come on, let's go. There we go. Emma's going to do it. All right, Ashley, come on. Wait till you're in college and you're in front of the class. You got to go up when you do a report.
Do I talk in the mic?
Talk to your parents and things. We can listen.
Okay, it's been a pleasure playing for Hoosick Valley girls basketball team. I couldn't picture it any other way. All of the bonds I've made with everybody throughout my years have been unforgettable, and I wish you all the best, and I hope you carry on what we have accomplished. And I want to thank John and Kay and Trish for being amazing coaches to us. I wouldn't want anybody else. I want to thank the town of Adams for giving us the opportunity to be here, town of Cheshire, all the parents, especially my own, for being our amazing continuous supporters throughout my 4 years and throughout this whole year. And I want to give a big thank you to Mr. Joe for making this all happen. We could have done it without you. And I am moving on to go to the University of New England up in Biddeford, Maine, and I'm majoring in dental hygiene. And I'm playing lacrosse.
Okay, we're on. Captain.
So I'm Emma Mesmore, and I just wanted to say a few things about how important all of you guys have been in our journey. It's really playing at Huzik, playing with all of these wonderful ladies has been such a pleasure, and it's really like no other program. And to have the same people every time come to our games, the same people cheering us on, parents who aren't even our own wanting us to succeed to our highest potential. It's really like nothing else, and that's one of the things that I've loved the most about playing there is just everyone is so supportive of each other, and even people that we don't really know personally are always there to congratulate us, to wish us the best, and it's been one of my favorite things about playing in the program. And of course, Mr. Joe, he's probably our biggest supporter out of them all. See him in school every single day. We talk basketball with him every single day. And we spend every single game. And we really couldn't have done all of this without him. Going to the State House last year, coming here this year. And it's been an honor to go through the program with you supporting us. So, thank you.
We have you selected. Yeah.
Thanks, Mr. Joe. Everything's pretty much up in the air for me. I haven't selected a college or my major yet.
Okay, Mary, Gabrielle, you're on.
Hi, I'm Marin. I've had a great time playing for Huzik Valley, and I'm so lucky that I got the opportunity to play with all of you girls and that all of our hard work has paid off this season. And for college, I will be going to Assumption University and majoring in nursing.
And I want to say one thing about Mary. She's a trooper. She's been playing all season with an ACL tear, and she's really gave it her all. And I'm so proud of all three of you, and we as a board and the community wish you the best. And you gotta come back. Well, you come back to visit. You'll be homesick for the first, And could I have head coach?
I'm actually going to turn it this way
All right.
because you guys will hear how much feel on the 13th. So
All right.
You don't want to hear me twice. But no, I got to echo what these girls said. Thanks for having us here. It certainly means a lot, I think, to the team, to us, to the school. But, it's all about the kids right now. Couldn't be prouder of them, the work that they put in and day out. It's not easy. And, they've accepted it, which is good. We've had our battles, right, Luciano? But in the end, it's been worth it. So, kudos to them for sticking out the 3-hour practices 6 days a week and all the journeys and everything that's gone with it. So, again, full force ahead, and hopefully we're back here again next year for the third one, and then I'll retire. But I don't know. We'll see. But again, I got to thank you guys. Much appreciated. Putting it out there for us. So thank you very much.
You're very welcome. And John, I'd like to say that you've done a great job. And it's not easy being a coach when you have a lot of personalities to deal with, and things happen, because I played sports throughout high school and college, and it is a grind on you. I know now, since the division you're playing in now, these girls and you are traveling good distances to, play ball games, and sometimes you don't get home till 11 o'clock, and you got to get up for school, and so it takes a lot out of you, and it's something that people like this basketball team knows that they want to be the best, and they've proven it over and over again. And thank you very much, John, for what you do, and all of the ladies and straight A's over there. If you could be seated now, we have some gifts that. We have some gifts. So I'll explain it, and I have some I'd like to acknowledge some people. So what we have, look at this, cash. Okay, so what we decided as a group, what we thought would be the best is that, and I'm going to say who gets them and where they came from. So here is a packet donated by the Adams Historical Society, and it's a picture of 4 landmarks within the town of Adams. There's the Susan B. Anthony Homestead. There's a view of Mount Greylock. They're all the same, so I gotta make sure I pick one that's different. Mount Greylock, Susan B. Anthony, and William McKinley Monument. Okay? The tariff guy. You don't get that though. And the Quaker Meeting House. So we're gonna have these set out, and take these along with you, seniors, and when you're away and when you get a little homesick, take these out and take a look at them, you know? You'll feel like you're back at home. And so when you're asked to come up, we'll have some packets here. They're all the same. The front may look different. And also, I've been helped by the Community Bank of Adams and Cheshire. I tracked down some Susan B. Anthony coins, and so they're wrapped. And once again, Susan B. Anthony, you know the history, but there's someone who dedicated their whole life to something bigger than them. And Susan B. Anthony passed on before a woman had the right to vote. But the amendment that gave the woman right to vote is called the Susan B. Anthony Amendment. And take a look at these. If Susan B. Anthony can do it, you guys can do it. Get your future. Think what you want to do. Work hard at it. And you'll make it. I believe you'll make it. And so there'll be one of these, and then you can grab one of those, and our community development department donated these cups, Adams Mass, a bear riding a bicycle, and the Ashta Wiltercook Trail. So what we're going to do is, could you please come up and will you help, we'll get them together, so come on up and you can take care of that if you like. So let's go by the same order. Let's get our captains up there first. No, I'm going to say something for you. So once again, when you're all 6 seniors, take those out and look at them. Okay, could I have Isabella and Genevieve Legess come up here? Okay, Hannah Ward with an H and Alana Luciano. Okay, next I'd like Reagan Shea and Izzy Tarver. Okay, Cheshire's own Sophie Wilson and Brianna Whittick. Yeah. Okay. And we didn't have enough, so we can't give the coaches anything. But, yeah, I know, I mean, come on. And, so, what we're gonna do now, we're getting near the end of, the program. Could I have the JV girls to come up here, please? When I call the names, could you grab one of those bouquets and hand it to, the person that, I'm calling? First of all, Maren Capiello, could you come over here and get them one? Come on over here and grab one. And when you get your floral bouquet, please stand and remain standing. Next, Ashlyn Lejour. Okay, next, Emma Mesmore. Okay, Isabella Close. And remain standing once that you've received it. Genevieve Legess. Hannah Lord. With an H. Alana Luciano. Reagan Shea. Izzy Tart. Sophie Wilson. And Gianna Woodett. And you gals can go back in there. And ladies and gentlemen, please stand. The Jams. Take pictures, please feel free to do so. You want some smiles there?
We're gonna take a 5-minute break. You good, Joe?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, 5-minute break.
You're very welcome. Thank you.
Want to go in the audience, please quiet down. We're going to continue with the meeting. Very exciting. This meeting is back in session. We're going back to the approval of minutes, March 19th, 2025. The meeting minutes, what is the board's pleasure?
Mr. Chairman, I'll make a motion to waive the reading of the minutes and approve them as submitted for March 19th, 2025.
Motion by Christine, do we have a second?
I'll second.
Second by Ann. Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, none, unanimous decision. Now going back to new business, the item 5B, the ratification of appointment of Sarah LaSure as administrative
Excuse
assistant.
me, may I, we had someone that wanted public comment,
Right.
and we're, okay, but it's on the agenda item?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
No problem. Item 5B, ratification of appointment of Sarah LaSure as administrative assistant 2 in the town clerk's office. Town administrator.
It's my pleasure this evening to ask you to ratify the appointment of Sarah LaSure. You may know her as the code enforcement officer, but she's been working for the town for about 5 years. I'll read my letter to the Board of Selectmen for the record. As provided in Section 10 of the town charter, I hereby recommend your ratification of the appointment of the current code enforcement officer, Sarah LaSure, as administrative assistant 2 in the town clerk's office. This appointment is to take effect beginning Monday, April 7th. Sarah previously held a position when she entered town service in 2021 and wishes to return to it after successfully holding the position of code enforcement officer for the past 3 years. At the request of the building commissioner Garner, she will continue to perform Title V inspections for the Inspectional Services Department until her successor is appointed and qualified to perform those duties. Compensation will be at grade 6, step 8, at $23.92 an hour. That's from the FY 25 rate table, and she will maintain her current vacation, personal, and sick time based on the current clerical union contract. While performing Title V inspections, she will be compensated for the time spent on those inspections at her current rate of $28.77 an hour. Thank you for your consideration of this request.
Okay, is Sarah here? Okay, please come up to the mic. And, welcome. You have anything to add, or are you good to go?
I just want to express my happiness and excitement to return to the clerk's office with the goal is to replace Haley as town clerk someday.
Okay?
Oh, boy.
And can we have a motion in a second, then we'll have you come up. Can we have a motion in a second on the floor, please?
I'll make a motion to ratify the appointment of Sarah LaJour as Administrative Assistant 2 in the Town Clerk's Office at a grade 6, step 8 rate of $23.92 an hour.
Motion by Christine, do we have a second?
I'll second.
Second by Ann, okay? Go ahead, I promise you can speak, and this is the agenda item you've selected,
Yes, sir.
okay?
Good evening. My name is Kathy Foley. I live at 185 West Road. As a resident and business owner in Adams of 6 years, I'm a relative newcomer in this town. I live here on a small horse farm where, among other things, I teach therapeutic riding. Though I haven't had the occasion to truly meet any of you, you might recognize my face from the audience of several past select board and other public meetings. I've been striving to become a more involved and informed citizen of this town. I love and believe in the town of Adams and care very much for my fellow residents here. It is for this reason that I stand before you to speak publicly here today. Having read through the agenda for tonight, I feel compelled to voice my strong and serious objection to the ratification of appointment of Sarah LaJour to the town clerk's office. The nature of my objection is this. In her position of code enforcement officer, Ms. LaJour has demonstrated a pattern of abuse of her governmental position and ethical violations for personal gain. I have personally experienced and have well-documented evidence of this. Please understand that I do not say any such thing lightly, nor without absolute basis in fact. Rather, I do so despite legitimate fear of retaliation. You do not have to take me at my word. Town public records substantiate what I say to you tonight. I feel it would be an egregious miscarriage of your responsibilities to the citizens of Adams who elected you to ratify Sarah LaJour for another position in the town clerk's office. Indeed, I feel it is inappropriate to continue to employ her in any capacity here in the town of Adams. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. I myself have not heard nothing but good things about her, so I think it's a good fit.
Sarah, would you like to come up and a rebuttal?
Okay.
Okay.
Anything else from the board? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None?
I'm gonna abstain. I love Sarah, but I want to kind of look into this kind of thing because I know that there is some back and forth going on. I don't know what it is, why it is, but I think as a selectman, I need to do due diligence. And Sarah, you know it's nothing against you. You know that. But if there are things that seem to not be correct, and it's just not right that people trying to do something, and I don't know the specifics, but those are pretty strong allegations.
And this is for the clerk's office, nothing to do with the code enforcement, so I think we're good. Okay, any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
We already voted.
We already voted, we'll do it again, I see. I'm still listening to the basketball. It was great excitement. All right, so that's been passed, all right? Thank you. All right, item 5C, appointment of David Rhodes and Carol Cushionette to the Northern Berkshire Opioid Abatement Collaborative. I just want to note to the board that Carol Cushionette has withdrawn her name as the alternate, and we will just be voting this evening on David Rhodes as the delegate, the chair of the Board of Health. What is the board's pleasure?
Mr. Chairman, I'll make a motion to appoint David Rhodes to the Northern Berkshire Opioid Abatement Collaborative.
Motion by Christine, do we have a second?
I'll second.
Second by Ann, any discussion?
Just that there is a memo here from an interim town administrator indicating that Dr. Rhodes, who is the chair of the Board of Health, has stepped forward and volunteered to serve, and I just wanted to say thank you to Dr. Rhodes for stepping forward to serve as the primary member on behalf of the town of Adams.
Okay, any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, none, unanimous decision. Next is the open annual town meeting warrant and announced closing date of annual town meeting warrant, which is April 16th, 2025. Does the town clerk want to come up, or just as the boards? Okay. If any questions, we'll bring you up. All right, so we're going to open up the meeting this evening, the town meeting warrants. And the closing date for town meeting warrant citizens petitions will be April 16th, 2025, which happens to be, I believe, our next regularly scheduled board meeting. Okay, so we have a motion to approve.
Mr. Chairman, in anticipation for the annual town meeting on June 17th, I'll make a motion to open the annual town meeting warrant for any citizens petitions, noting that the closing date would be April 16th, 2025.
We have a motion by Christine. Do we have a second?
I'll second.
Second by Ann. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None. Unanimous decision. Next, item E, signing of May 5th, 2025 town election warrant. Town clerk.
I'm missing my podium tonight. And before you tonight, you have the 2025 town election warrant. Election day is Monday, May 5th, 2025, from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. For the election ballot, we have one moderator for a term of 1 year, 2 selectmen for a term of 3 years, 1 treasurer collector for a term of 3 years, 1 assessor for a term of 3 years, 1 board of health member for a term of 3 years, 2 library trustees for a term of 3 years, 1 planning board member for a term of 5 years, 1 cemetery commissioner for a term of 3 years, 1 cemetery commissioner for a term of 1 year, 1 housing authority member for a term of 5 years, 1 redevelopment authority member for a term of 5 years, 1 Northern Berkshire Regional Vocational School District Committee member for a term of 3 years, 2 Hoosick Valley Regional School District Committee members, Adams representatives for a term of 3 years, 1 Hoosick Valley Regional School District Committee member, Cheshire representative for a term of 3 years. And we have various town meeting positions open in precinct 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So if you could approve this tonight, and we can get it signed, and we can get it posted in accordance with what we need to do.
Okay. What is the board's pleasure?
Mr. Chairman, I'll make a motion to approve the 2025 town election warrant for Monday, May 5th, 2025, as presented by the town clerk.
Motion by Christine. Do we have a second?
I'll second.
Second by Ed. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None. Unanimous.
Thank you. Next on the list for May 5th, 2025 town election information. Again, the town election is going to be Monday, May 5th at the Adams Memorial Building at 30 Columbia Street from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Today at 5 p.m. was the deadline to withdraw or object to any nomination papers. So we were all set to go with the ballot, so that has been sent off to our company. Hoping with anticipation that the early voting absentee ballots will be in sometime by the end of next week, and then we'll be able to get those out the door to everyone. Do know that the deadline to register to vote for this particular election is going to be Friday, April 25th. Yes, it is a Friday, and yes, it will be 5 p.m. And yes, Town Hall will be open specifically for that from 12 to 5. What else do I want to say? Oh, Monday 28th is the deadline to request a vote by mail or absentee ballot. So again, Monday, April 25th, if you want to vote by mail or request an absentee ballot, you need to do it by Monday, April 28th. That is 5 business days before the election. Friday, May 2nd at noon is the deadline for in-person absentee balloting. So if you can't get us the application ahead of time by the close of April 28th, then you still have a few days that you can still come in and vote absentee if you need to, up until noon on Friday, May 2nd. And that will also include if somebody comes in to do any early voting. We will have a booth set up once the ballots come in. I will post it on the website so that you'll know that the ballots are here. I have had a few people contact me already about voting, and I told them that they probably wouldn't be in until probably the 3rd week in April, second to the third week in April, but I will set up a booth out in the hallway, typically what we've done in the past, so people will be able to come in just kind of during normal business hours. We're not going to set necessarily hours, but if people come in just like they do for absentee voting, we'll have the booth set up for them. I just want to make a few points about the ballot. Although there are always spaces for write-in positions on the ballot, we do have a few positions that there are no candidates listed or there's no one running that I just wanted to mention. And one happens to be the Cemetery Commission spot for the 1 year. It is blank currently. There will just be a write-in spot for that, along with the Redevelopment Authority for 5 years. And there is no one running for the Cheshire representative on the Hoosick Valley Regional School District Committee for Cheshire representative, just to make people aware of that. But certainly anybody can write in for any one of the positions that I just listed off here tonight. Precinct 1, there is one spot technically for a 3-year term that there's no one running, otherwise there's candidates for a full slate. But again, there are write-in spots, so you can write in people can write in whatever they like. And Precinct 4, there's quite a few openings in our Precinct 4 membership, which makes me very, very sad. And I'm sure it's making Ginny Duval at home very, very sad also, because she's worked so hard over the past couple of years trying to get all of these positions filled, especially town meeting. But Precinct 4 has quite a few. They have 5 slots in for a 3-year term. They have 1 for a 2-year term and 2 for a 1-year term. They say 1 for a 2-year term. I'm getting confused with my terms here, sorry. But anyways, if anybody has any questions, they can certainly call the town clerk's office. We're more than happy to answer any of your questions regarding the May 5th, 2025 annual town election, which it is a Monday, and it will be from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. And I will stop rambling, sorry.
Could you, yeah, the voting by mail, I remember last year I thought we received something in January that we would vote the whole year by mail. How's it working this year?
Isn't that lovely? Except towns and cities are not obligated to do that. We're not obligated to mail you that nice little postcard that the state does. Okay. So if anybody does want to vote by mail or wants to vote absentee, please reach out to my office. The application is on the website. It's on the Secretary of State's website, but we are more than happy to even mail you one if that's what you'd like to do. So please reach out if you're not going to be in town that day and you would like to vote. Feel free to reach out. Yes, I do think it's a little confusing on these off years that cities and towns are obligated to mail out those postcards as opposed to, like next year, although it would be for the state in September and November as opposed to the May election. So it is a little confusing for our residents and our voters. So feel free to reach out to the office. We can answer any questions that you have regarding voting.
Okay, thank you.
Now, do you have the original warrant for signatures?
I do.
Okay.
Yep, I do have one that we can do after the meeting. Any other questions? Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Next is item new business 5G, review and acknowledgement of receipt of open meeting law complaints filed by Kathy Foster against the Adams Board of Selectmen, dated March 31st, 2025, and received on March 31st, 2025, and referral to town council for response. What is the board's pleasure?
Mr. Chairman, I'll make a motion that we've acknowledged receipt of 2 open meeting law complaints filed by Catherine Foster against the Adams Board of Selectmen, each dated March 31st, 2025, and each received on March 31st, 2025. And upon acknowledgement, I'm also adding to the motion that we refer this matter to town council to respond on our behalf.
Motion by Christine, do we have a second?
I'll second.
Second by Ann, any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed, none, unanimous decision. All right, that's it for new business. Moving on to old business. Set annual town meeting date, which is going to be Tuesday, June 17th, 2025, to be held at the Adams Memorial Building Gymnasium, 30 Columbia Street in Adams at 6 o'clock. Do we have a motion to approve?
Mr. Chairman, I'll make a motion to set the annual town meeting date for Tuesday, June 17th, 2025, 6 p.m. to be held at the Adams Memorial Building Gymnasium located at 30 Columbia Street in Adams.
Motion by Christine, do we have a second?
I'll second.
Second by Ann. Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, none, unanimous decision. And under announcements, A, household hazardous waste collection is Saturday, April 26th, 2025, 9:00 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. at the Adams DPW Garage, 92 North Summer Street, Adams, Mass. Pre-registration is required beginning April 1st. And item B is the memorandum from DPW Operations Supervisor and Wastewater Superintendent, the flushable wipes. This is just, we decided to keep it on the announcements for a while to remind everyone to not flush wipes. They do clog our sewer system and has caused a lot of problems in the past. So please do not flush the wipes.
Yeah, I'd like to piggyback on that. It's very important that you don't do it. I mean, it's always so tempting to do so, but please don't do it. It's just costing the town a lot of money and a lot of aggravation and a lot of headaches.
Anyone else?
And they also are trying to push legislation through for the state of Massachusetts that it will be, if you are selling your product in Massachusetts, it will say non-flushable. So look forward to seeing that.
Okay, anything else? All right, thank you. That's it for the agenda. Motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Motion by Christine, do we have a second?
Second.
Second by Ann. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, none, unanimous. This meeting has ended.